Okay, you're newly coming into Yu-Gi-Oh! Or maybe you've dabbled with the game a few times, but you're looking for a deck that can meet you halfway. Something inexpensive and easy to play. Guess what, bro? I have 5 decks here that are super easy to play and are inexpensive. Head this out. 2 of these decks, you can activate 1 card and win the entire game. No cap. Bro, I'm not even weighing a cap. Our first deck we have on the list, we have Dyam Moria. Dyam Moria basically wants to get Rex on the field as soon as possible. Now, when this card is on the field, any monster on the field which attack is higher than your life points is unable to activate this effect. Okay, I know what you're asking. The basis of this deck is lowering your life points as soon as possible. This is the reason why. This is how the mechanic works. So basically, any action with this deck is like pitting your life points by half. The deck just basically want to be in a very weakened state to be at its strongest. Yeah, it's like saying the more links the deck takes, the stronger it is. It gets, oh my goodness. So Rex is your boss monster. And guys, what I said earlier about activating 1 card and it's instant win, this is one of the 2 decks. So basically, you want to activate your fusion trap cards. Yeah, it's a little weird in Yu-Gi-Oh! Because most fusion cards are actually spell or magic cards. But in this deck, you have fusion trap cards. So all you want to do, you want to gain access to Dyam Moria Frenzy or Dyam Moria Domain as soon as possible, because these are your fusion trap cards which can allow you to go into Rex, which basically nullifies all effect on the field. Quite crazy. Consistency wise, bro, out of 10 duels, 9 you're gonna have access to these cards instantly in your hand because of the consistency level of this deck. You have Therizia. This card basically allows you to set one of your Dyam Moria cards, right? This is already an easy access to any of these trap cards. You have Portal Duality, and all the ports now are actually budget, so you actually can slap in more ports in the deck. But I'm playing the build similar like this because it's quite consistent. There are other cards you can rely on. Cards like Trap Track, which allows you to destroy a card and set a trap card. So there's basically ways. So this build basically certain out of 10 duels, 8.5, 9. You have a good enough hand to get Rex on the field. Like I said, once you get Rex on the field, your chance of winning the duel is very, very high. What I also love about this deck has a counter trap card. I love decks with counter trap card, and it's a searchable counter trap card. One of them being Dyam Moria Sonic, which allows you to negate spells and trap on the field. That is great. The second one being one of the most recent support, and the deck needed this the most. Dyam Moria Intact. This card negates the effect of a monster. Now, I know what you're thinking. Rex already prevents monsters in the field from activating the effect. Yeah, but we have to remember, guys, there's effects in the hand, there's effects in the grave, there's effect banish, there's effect in your brains. I don't know. The effects anyway other than the field can affect the deck. So this is where Intact comes in, and it's gonna really break the opponent's back. And that is just the first effect. Intact also have an effect again, also where after this effect resolve, bro, any battle damage you receive is half your life points. So your opponent can attack you with a 5 million attack monster, you're just gonna be half your life points. So it's impossible to die by a battle after this card has resolved. It also has a further effect. In the event your opponent push for an attack, maybe later on, it can just turn that battle damage to 0. Right? And this is what's so cool about it. Even if your opponent was supposed to supposedly pass Rex or pass your monsters, you are still good. And what I also love about this deck is the floating capabilities. Even if the opponent were to move Rex, even if the opponent were to move Rex off the field, Rex has a floating effect where it special summon one of your Dyam Moria level 6 or low. You can bring back Kentra, you can bring back Therizia, or you can bring back Diplo. And all these cards have effect when they get to the field, because any of these cards, like Therizia, when it gets to the field, special summon or normal summon, it gets you a Dyam Moria card. They also have effect when they are destroyed, they can special summon another one. So guys, you can see it kind of like an Unchained vibe to it. But the promise of the deck, like I said, you just get Dyam Moria Rex on the field, and I tell you not, bro, most duels are just gonna be a handshake. GG's. You start in Yu-Gi-Oh now. This a deck does allow you to play 1 card activation to win. How can you go wrong with this? How can you go wrong with it? So Dyam Moria definitely is a very good starting point in Yu-Gi-Oh. Give it a check out. See how the deck plays. Next deck on the list would be Ocean Dragon Lord. That's the boss card. Next deck is actually a Yumi control, and like the name states, it there's a lot of controlling. So this deck basically utilizes this monster, the boss monster. You want to get this out as soon as possible. This card on Yumi, and this is the second deck I spoke about, as in activating one card and you win. Yeah, you just summon this guy, Yumi on the field. Your opponent is only able to control one non-water type. Right. Your opponent is not playing a water deck, then bro, you can only have one monster in the field. And we all know in Yu-Gi-Oh, several monsters are needed most times on the field to do some combos or set up plays. And this card basically just lock. This is a walking floodgate with 2000 attack. It has 2200 when Yumi's on the field. Also, what's crazy about this, it has a search effect every turn. It allows you to search protective card. You can search Yumi, you can search your Sea Stealth, which one is your, this is gonna be your best friend, because in some scenarios, in most cases, your opponent is gonna try and remove Yumi on the field as soon as possible, because Yumi, like you know, Yumi and Kairyu together is the duo. This card protects your face-up magic and spell cards. This card also protects Kairyu because the opponent, you know, happen if I can run over your dragon, your Ocean Dragon Lord, then I'm fine. Nah, bro. Any monster that battles a level 5 or higher water monster instantly gets destroyed. So this is your saving grace, always your saving grace. Consistency wise, the deck has all the pots in there because you don't really care about the extra deck. All you want to do is get Kairyu on the field, and then your opponent is not having fun playing Yu-Gi-Oh because they're floodgated. The deck also have, you know, I kind of love this card. You know, it has a form of negate. It doesn't negate trap cards. However, monster effect and spell cards gets negated and it boosts itself up. So like why not? Like, you know, so this is your little form of protection there, keep you safe and, you know, keep it nice. Definitely, guys, you can give this deck a try. If you're a fan of water deck, you love the sea, or a fan of Meko if you watch the anime, give this deck a try. Next we have Scarecrow. Alright, unlike the last two, this one is a little combo-titious deck. Yeah, you have to combo a little, but just a little. Maybe in the beginner stage, I'm gonna showcase like a very basic combo, one card combo that allows you to reach access your boss monster, which is your Scarecrow Tri-Hat. This card basically, once on the field in the extra monster zone, all monsters in the field are forced to defend. They have to bow down to the king, and this card is protected or is unaffected by any effect of face-up activated defense monsters in the field. So yeah, so your opponent activates some effect, your monsters face up. Nah, bro, this guy is unaffected. So this is one of the monsters you want to access, but this is not the core basis of the deck in terms of playing defense. This deck is an OTK deck. Yeah, you want to play second, and trust me, this card, there's cards that can allow this card to attack multiple times, piercing effect. So yeah, so this deck basically is like a gangster. You know, this is the boss leader, this is the boss here, and here are the minions, and all the minions allow it to have secondary effects. Like this card, like Acro, gives a boost of attack for every face-up defense monster on the field, including your opponent monster. You get a extra battle with the Astro. Astro allows you to attack several times based on defense to Scarecrow monster on the field, and then you get a trample effect with your Bellon. So this monster's effect, you get a boost of effect. In terms of consistency, bro, this deck is a one card. All you need is one card. The deck has a searcher that searches a searcher that searches a searcher. I love decks like this. This is just consistency to the max. We open any of these one cards and you have full card combo. The combo for the deck is quite simple. There's nothing much you want to do from a beginner standpoint. Just learn the basic combo, you're gonna be fine. Also, what's great about the deck doesn't have any effect of normal summon monsters, which means you can slap in the adventure token or the adventure engine in here, which is also basic plays. It's basically summoning a card, gain a free card, having monsters in the field, and you are all good. There's nothing about this deck that is complicated. It's very easy, straightforward, so much fun. And this deck has seen tons of support. This deck has seen tons of success in the past, and now it's very budget and also quite easy to play. You definitely don't want to play this deck if you're looking for a more combo-titious deck. After you have fully grasped the deck, you want to give this version a try, where you slap in the Tri-Brigade engine, which is also the chip, so you can actually get rid of the adventure engine, sorry, and slap in the tri-brigade engine. Now from here is intermediate to advanced. This is from this point you understand the deck enough, or you understand Yu-Gi-Oh enough, and you want to do some combos, some flexiness. You know, you want to join the gang. And definitely adding the tri-brigade engine in there will just upscale the deck capability into OTK faster, better control. It's just straight up crazy. So this here will be a build you maybe want to try. So like I said, for the combo enthusiasts, this deck is definitely something you want to give a try. Trap Tricks. This might be one of the most irritating decks on that list. The others have some control, but this one, bro, your opponent is gonna think they win the duel, like, and then 2 interactions later, you automatically just turn over everything, like from losing to super winning easily. Like, this is a trap, like the name states. It's a trap related deck. Everything about this deck is trap tricks. This is your boss monster. Yeah, not scary at all, but trust me, this card is just so irritating. This card pluses like crazy. So just imagine you negging your opponent, and while you're negging your opponent, you plussing because you're negging your opponent. I know it sounds weird, sounds crazy. Hear me out. Okay, with Trap Trick Sarah, when a normal trap card is activated, which you're gonna activate, or maybe your opponent, you get to special summon 1 trap trick monster from the deck. Trap trick cards have effect. Let's say Mamelio have an effect. When trap trick Mamelio is special summon, it pops a back row card. So which now gonna trigger again a second effect of Sarah, which is if a trap trick monster activate effect, Sarah sets a trap card. Sarah sets a trap card on the field. Like I said, you get a free monster which interrupts the opponent, then you get a free trap. Like, wait, what? Sarah is quite nuts, and Sarah is a link 1. So basically, you can just summon any of these monsters and you go into Sarah. These monsters, all of them have 2 effects. One when they normal summon, another when they special summon. Mamelo allows you to search your trap cards, for free. Dianeta allows you to special summon one of these cards from the graveyard, and also its special effect is when it's special summon, it allows you to set one of your used trap cards in the graveyard, your trap card. Like all of them have some really spicy effects. Like I say, you basically tend to plus so much while negging your opponent, and like the grind game is so nice, the control is so nice, the deck display is so good. The extra deck monsters are like Raphasia, which protects your monsters and also gonna allow you to activate your trap cards from your deck. Quite crazy. This is very crazy. You activate your trap cards from your deck and it protects your monster. Like, yeah, so the deck is much slower than the previous deck. However, bro, the irritation factor of this deck is like skyrocket. So definitely, if you like decks that irritate people, you like decks that grind, has great comeback factor in this deck is just mwah. You definitely want to give this deck a try. Trap Tricks, quite nice. Layer of Darkness is one of my most favorite decks in Yu-Gi-Oh, because it is so, my goodness, overwhelming to play against. But guys, at this point in this video, if you are receiving any value, kick that like button, give the video a share. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Layer of Darkness, yeah, so I don't know if this is the boss monster in the deck or if it's Lilith, but yeah, but this card facilitates everything, right? This card forces all monsters in the field to become dark. This already is a problem, just allowing that to happen. This card also allows you to tribute one of your opponent's monster as a tribute of your effect. Nah. You guys didn't understand what I just said. I can tribute my opponent monster. Tribute is the fastest mechanic in the game. Alright, let's use this as an example. Your opponent may have one of the best monsters in the field with omni-negates or whatnot. When you tribute as cost, bro, that opponent is already in the shadow realm. That card is already in the shadow realm. It's unable to even react. It's already a cost. Get rid of it. And this allows you to do it. What's also great, virus cards. Yeah, and everybody hits the virus cards. All of them require you to tribute that monster. Tribute. Borrows the dragon, tribute it. Get out of here, my guy. Appaloosa, tribute it. Right? And then the opponent now, based on the virus card activate, and my favorite, okay, one of the best ones is the epidemic virus. Allow you to get rid of traps or magic cards. See what the opponent's gonna draw for the next 3 turns. That's hand, bro. You have all hand information. Right? You draw magic card for it. I know what you're gonna draw. Tribute that big monster the opponent has. Like, wait, what, bro? Come on, level that, and that's not all. You have Lily, which is the boss monster. This tributes to your opponent monster because of Lair of Darkness. And that's how easy the deck is. You activate Lair of Darkness, summon a leaf, or set your traps. And then everybody's shooting bricks because you're just going to be tributing off their monster and ripping off. Lilith, tribute one of your opponent monster, and it sets a trap card. Bro, traps in Yu-Gi-Oh! Are busted. You're playing some nice traps in this deck. So I'm tributing your opponent monster, and I'm setting a trap to destroy them even later next turn. Like, wait, what do you want? It's quite easy to play. This deck has no combos. Alright, the biggest combo you might have in this deck is maybe Super Poly. Now, remember the part where Lair of Darkness turns all monsters to dark? Bro, some of the baddest fusion monsters just require to have dark monsters. Trip over your cum. Yeah, trip over your cum. I might be pronouncing that wrong, but it doesn't really matter. You guys know what I'm talking about. Right? There's trip over your cum. Also, Venom. Having Venom, Fusion Dragon, 2 dark monsters. I'm just breaking boards because Lair of Darkness is on field with Super Poly. Easy, my guys. There's nothing to it. Also great, we playing Skill Drain. Yeah. Bro, Skill Drain doesn't do the deck anything. We can virtually activate these monsters' effect because it's cost, tribute is cost, and even if Skill Drain field, it still goes through. So just imagine you have your opponent under Skill Drain, Lair of Darkness, and you're still activating your monster's effect. Bro, that is so unfair, so easy to play, so nice. Lair of Darkness is one of the best decks for beginners. Guys, if you want discount on this card, check out the links in the description where I get you guys some spicy discounts. Don't miss out on it. Again, drop kick like button, give the video a share. See you guys in the next video. Let me know what you think. Take care, guys.